Good morning, I'm Michael Sabo, Senior Commodities Broker with RJO Futures on Monday, August 26th, with some commentary here in the energy markets. So let's talk about crude prices here right now. A little bit weaker. We're trading around 106 right now. We're off about 40 cents, and that's after hitting a high here on the overnight. We got up around 107.37. So we've come off quite a way, and we've actually turned negative here on the day. Brent also a bit weaker, only down about 34 cents there, right around 110.70. So we've seen that spread, though, kind of widening out a little bit. Give me a call. I want to talk a little bit more about that. Over the last several weeks, it's kind of widened out. We got down around $2, and now you can see we're pushing out over $4. So you want to learn more about how to do the WTI Brent spread, give me a call. We can talk about that. Looking at nat gas, kind of quiet there. We're trading around 352 right now. It's basically about unchanged. We saw some good action in there here last week, but so far quiet here this morning. In the complex, we are seeing weakness there. I think that's partly what's responsible for helping ease crude prices here a little bit. Just seeing kind of a lack of demand there in the complex. We've got the RBOB trading around 285. That's off over 2 cents. And the heat right now around 309.30. That's off about 60 cents. So one of the things here I think to help kind of keep the market firmer here, at least late last night, kind of had it push up over 107 there. You know, look at what we got going on in Syria here right now. There's been reports, confirmed reports of chemical weapons being used. Everything is still being sorted out there. The big thing really there is it has the potential now, because remember the current administration kind of put that line in the sand. If chemical weapons were going to be used, that there's a possibility that that could drag the U.S. into this conflict. And that's really the big thing there, because if the U.S. does get, become more and more involved with that, that has a potential to just kind of keep that whole region is already on the edge, and this could really kind of push it over. So that's kind of what created a little bit of a firmer tone there initially. And of course, like I said, we're kind of backing off here right now. On Friday, look at new home sales, very dismal, weak economic data. And so that initially, although on Friday we did see prices kind of rallying, and initially though, I mean, it's kind of bearish for crude prices, but keep in mind with weak data like that, that should help keep the Fed on track with their asset buying program, i.e. cheap money. So that's kind of what caused a little bit of the rally we saw on Friday. So we got to kind of keep an eye on that. We did see, in something I'd mentioned in previous posts, Libya, we saw their oil output kind of dropping down to 2-year lows, and that since then has kind of turned around a little bit. We're getting some reports that we are starting to see that oil kind of flow out of there a little bit, so that's actually kind of seen a little bit as a negative. And if you take a look at the technical side of things, in my opinion, I think the market is in overbought territory, so we're kind of starting to see that come down. Now today, I think what's important, after making that high here last night, we really see some strong downward pressure. That could be a rejection here up at these prices. So, initially here, I think, the area that the market wants to look to target is around that 103.5. And if you look at the charts there, we saw the market down there here for a couple of days before we kind of bounced out of there here. I think ultimately that's where the market might be heading. Keep in mind here, we got EIA data coming out here, obviously, on Wednesday. So we'll take a look at that. That could set the tone here as well for the rest of the week. And of course, keep in mind that futures trading does involve a substantial amount of risk. It may not be suitable for all traders. Good luck and good trading.